Okay, arrived at the job site, and it's 2:23 a.m. Tuesday, December 4th. That's 2:23 a.m. First order of business, taking care of business. And here's the little unit. And the video is coming up. Okay. So, have a complaint from a customer that this cold rail right here was making a loud squealing noise, or like a bearing noise, like squealing bearings. I'm assuming it's probably going to be condenser fan motor. I'm guessing it's gonna be in here. Let's see. Oh, nice. No air holes. Should be kind of blocked. Oh yeah. I don't know how long this thing has survived. As long as it has. Come on, alright. Look at this switch. This thing is just gnarly. Wow. And the cord. This cord's supposed to come out here. But I guess they didn't like that, so they rerouted it that way. And I wonder what. Yeah, we got ventilation there. Probably the only reason this thing survived. This thing's. So we got holes here. That looks like condenser. So let's open it up and have a look. Let's see if we can get these screws out. This is always fun. There's two. It looks like we can. Yeah, they're just full. Use a little screwdriver or a knife, and you can clean out the place where your tip goes in, or it might just push it away. We'll see. Anyways, but for those of you guys that don't know what this is, it's just like a top cold rail, you know, like on the top of a prep table. Come on, focus phone. Hang on, let me. Okay, let's see. There we go. That worked. All right. So like the top of the place where you put your containers. That's what this is. It gets a layer of frost on here. I'll call it a cold rail. So you're gonna get frost on either all four sides or just on the front and the side. Usually all the way around though, should be. I don't know who makes this one. I don't know if this is a True or a Continental. All the stuff in this place is Continental. So there's a pretty good possibility this is a Continental. That's the only way it's survived. I do not see any tags anywhere. I'll have to open it up, see if there's, hopefully it's on the inside cover. So yeah, there's no tag on this end or back here at all. No tag down there. No tag inside the lid or inside here on the wall, anywhere in here. No tag. So have to see who makes this one. But basically it's just going to be a little refrigeration system in here, and just makes the walls cold. Just keeps containers for little containers, those little 4x4 containers, like 6-inch deep, those little containers. All right, let's get into it. Let's get some gloves on here. This thing's pretty nasty, and see what's what. All right, glove up time. Okay, customer says a loud noise coming from it, squealing noise, bearings, something like that. Let's plug this thing in and see what we got. Yeah, I just heard the hint Just heard the hint of a, I don't know. Yeah, it's, wow. I'm surprised this thing's not dead. I don't even hear the fan turning. I hear it trying to turn. There it goes. But yeah. So the fan, we can hear it sucking or blowing. Let's see which we got here. So now you can tell direction of, so this is discharge, obviously, because the holes are clear. So this is your out hole, because we're not getting sucked in. Not a great example. I do hear the fan running though. And this is going to be the, get some paper towel. Let me see if I can do this a little better. Damn, no freaking paper towels in the holder. Where's the damn, oh, fuck. Bathroom. Towel. Okay, so this should have some suction. It kind of, you can see how blocked it is. It's not doing good, but yeah, you can kind of tell it's blowing out. Not great, but let's see what's what. Anyways, let's open this thing up. So the fan is still working, which is a good thing. We got a little bit of heat over here. I'm feeling heat. Got a fan and I'm feeling heat. So, but yeah, I heard the hint of a bearing noise, dry bearing. So let's see what we got in here. Go. Whew. Looks like there was a freaking fire in there or something with the way the pattern on the thing is up there. But yeah, anyways, so looks like we just got a little stack motor in there. So luckily I stocked those. I try to keep those in the truck, and I believe I purposely brought one or two with me for this one. So I had a feeling it's going to be a stack motor or a boxer fan motor, one of the two. But yeah, let's get that little motor changed out. It's going to be, hope it's not going to be too bad. Let's see what's what. Let's see what we got here. It looks like this. I don't think so. I don't know what they got going on here. Looks like it should maybe slide out or something. I think that. Yeah, we got a loop. You guys see that loop back there? So this thing should come out to us, to me. So it, yeah. We got some heat going on in there. That switch should probably be replaced, but I'm not gonna touch it, that's for sure. I don't know what we got. Oh, there's the cord. Holy crap. Yeah, you gotta be careful. These things. So see if I can get this thing out, pull this thing out so I can oh, that's a filter on that side. Check that out. I can undo that filter and pull that out, clean that grease filter. Little condenser, man. Look at that, two pass. I guess you'd call it. Little baby. Little guy. Serial number. Don't know. That one doesn't look like it's going to tell me what year this is. if anybody knows how to read that serial number. R134A in Bracco. Okay, and we still don't have a tag on this thing. Who makes this thing? Got no True or Continental or tag. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Appreciate it. Alright, let's get this little motor out. Let's see what it... Yeah, it's not squeaking right now, but it was. So, alright, let's get that little motor changed out, hopefully. Okay, how do you take out the filter on one of these self-contained cold rails? You take out this screw and this screw right here. They look just like those Phillips right there, but right there and right here, they're a machine screw, and they go into the Tinnerman nut on the filter. Let me just and how I got this filter out is take a little screwdriver, take a little screwdriver like this one, and you put it in here, under here, and just pop that away because the grease is making it all stuck to it. And then pull it out, and then you bring it out through that little gap there, real gentle like. Hopefully kick it out at the bottom a little bit. You got Tinnerman nut on the bottom hanging up in here. You gotta angle it at angle, be real careful with that. And there you go. Woo! Look at that dog. There's a flashlight behind it. Woo, we gotta hit that with some coil cleaner. That's for sure, but that side's nice. We'll see. It's gonna be doggish. So let's get to it. Okay. So to get this thing loose, the bottom pan loose on this thing, you take out more of these little Phillips screws here, and they were here. The bottom ones here. These two in the center hold the air filter, and these two, 1, 2, hold the bottom tray on both sides. There's on this side too. Then you got to be real careful what's going on in here. Make sure you don't bust a thermostat sensing bulb or suction line or cap tube especially, or anyways. So I advise just probably, well, try to get it out as not just as much as you need. Don't go crazy, that's for sure. This thing's full of stuff. All right, what a mess. What a freaking pain in the rear seat. I'll tell you. What a mess. Okay, so we want air to go from the left side all the way to the right side. So that means that this fan motor is digging in, like there's the leading edge right here, and it's digging and throwing that way. So it's going to be turning that way. Okay, easiest way to get this motor out is you just undo the nuts here. I used a little wrench. They're 11/32. I just cut the wires. It's easier to cut them in a spot where you can get a butt connector or a wire nut or whatever you use. And both the compressor and the fan are both wired, and this 2 wires connect down there, so I just connect it, just cut them there,
and I'll connect them right here with the other wire, so it should be good. Alright, once you got the wires cut, and hopefully it should just come out. Hopefully, yeah. There we go. There she is in all her glory. Whew. So yeah, baby. So hopefully the fan's the right size. Yeah, a little bit, just a skidge smaller. But I think we'll be all right. See, got some pretty good pitch, about the same kind of pitch. Yeah, I'd like to have the right motor, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference. Not to the life of this thing, anyway. So, well, we'll see what the customer wants to do. But anyways, this thing is gone. You can see the rust on this thing, and it was squeaking. So let's get this thing changed out. I can order the right motor if he wants me to come back and put the other motor in, but I don't think so. I think this will be close enough. Stacks pretty damn close. Yeah, it'll be good enough. All right, let's check for rotation here. See if we'll have to see. Hopefully, yeah, might be right on our rotation. Well, we got a bent thing here. I got to see if I got another motor on the truck, or see what's what. Huh, that's strange. Okay, looks like it got dropped somewhere at some point in time. All right, let me check for another motor. Okay, guys, this is why you always buy 2 of everything when you go to a supply house. Always keep 2 of the popular things. So here's your motor that I'm going to be using. So I've got 2 motors, because one of them looks like it got dropped, and I don't really want to use a dropped motor, even though it turns fine. So we're good for backup, but this one looks good, so use this one. Okay. Alright, so this thing should be pretty well done. I flipped the stack on it, so it's coming this way. It'll grab the air from this side and throw it. It'll grab it and throw it into the condenser like it's supposed to. So I just have to flip the stack, open it up, wired it up here. Put some wire ties so that the wires, routed the wires through the stack so that they don't hit the blade. So like that, and wire nutted. This thing is almost done. It is done. This thing's so rusted out. The bottom compressor, everything's about to fall right out the bottom of this thing. This thing is toast. This thing is done. So this is hero surgery until you can get a new one. All right, thanks for watching. Hey Phil, this video is for you. This thing, look at the rust in the bottom of this thing. This thing is done, man. You need to get a new unit. This thing is so gone. So this is pretty much his hero surgery. I don't know how old the compressor is. Serial number looks like, I don't know, 04, 13th of March 04. That's original compressor, and that would make it right because everything looks original. Weird that they only bolted it in with 1 bolt on one side and 1 on the other, and they're missing bolts in this thing, so I don't know. Anyways, this thing is on its last legs, Phil. You need to get another one of these things, that's for sure. Anyways, okay, so I got the new fan motor in. Hopefully it should work good. There's your filter. It's major choked. Went in this, goes in this side. I'll clean this up for you. Okay, pretty much done in here now. Got all the wire tied up out of the way so they don't hang and hit stuff or hit the blade or anything like that. With the neutral wired in here. Electrical tape, so the electrical tape doesn't come unraveled. Put a wire tie on the end of the electrical tape. Same thing here, but connected. This electrical tape, then the end of the electrical tape. Put a wire tie on it so it doesn't come unraveled. That should be it. That should get her going, hopefully. Just gotta do the filter. Degrease the filter. I'm not gonna clean the condenser. I don't want to get into water and everything and chemical running down into this refrigerator or all the plates and shit and everything and all over the counter, and just I'm over it. It's not bad at all. If you look here, it's pretty clean. It's just a little patch, teeny little patch. Everything else is 100% clean, so I'm just gonna leave it. That's the least of my worries with this thing. 04 compressor, 14-year-old compressor that's been starved for air. I don't, you know, good enough. Good enough. So anyways, all right, that's that. Let's see if we can put it back together. Okay. Pushing back in the tray and everything went pretty well, I think. So when you're pushing the tray back in, it's flush with the front here like this. So you want to do the front screw first. This one, do this one screw first, then do this one. Leave them loose. If the back one, it didn't really want to find the hole, you have to push up on the bottom, because this hole, as you can see, it has play, you know, because that's what holds the whole thing in there. And same with this one. You want to do this one first. I put a little WD-40, a little wire brush in, clean the screws, you know, clean the area a little bit. So do the front one first, that one, then do that one. If that one went in okay, because it's sitting on a flat counter, you may have to put a little bit of a screwdriver, a little teeny screwdriver underneath to push it up again, like the back hole. You know, you might have to do that, but I didn't have to do that on this one. But went together pretty well, I think. So that's cool. Okay, so it's going together. Yeah, it cleaned up all right. Just got to keep cleaning it. This video's for you, Phil. So, yeah, just got to keep it clean. Hey Phil, you remove this screw and this screw to remove that filter. Okay? I want to do that every so often. Okay, thanks. This screw and that screw. The two middle ones. Okay, got it all back together. Let's see if we get the filter all pretty much cleaned. Should be a lot better. And new fan. We got a nice little breeze coming out of here. Nice little breeze coming out of there. It's a condenser in there. Should work good, I hope. That switch needs replaced though. Yeah, that switch is looking terrible. Hey NorCal, maybe you could tell me, you know whose unit this is? Is this a Continental? I'm thinking it might be. I don't know, there's no name on it, no badge on it anywhere. Anybody recognize that switch? Recognize the unit? Anybody know what this thing is called? Appreciate it. I'd like to get some parts for it. So, gonna try to do a shout out here. Anybody know what the hell this thing is? Who makes this thing? Whether it's a True or a Continental or whoever else. There's no tags on it. No nada. No nothing. Beverage Air. I don't know who makes this thing. Okay. Thanks, let me know.
I'm gonna start tagging on the bottom or anything. Woo! Look at the bottom of that thing. Gnarly. Not good. Woo. Rusty dog. Old dog.